home internet is all about speed, value.
What you doing, Zach?
First thing, there are so many benefits. You got to talk fast.
T-Mobile home internet ranks #1 in customer satisfaction for home wireless internet by J.D. Power.
Wow, you are good.
Try singing it. T-Mobile has price lock.
They won't raise your rate on internet.
Hulu and Paramount Plus on them.
Get T-Mobile home internet all in for just $55 a month with auto pay and any postpaid voice line.
Additional terms apply. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Every sandwich has bread, every burger has a bun, but these warm, golden, smooth steam buns, these are special, reserved for the very best. The Filet-O-Fish, and you can have them too.
For a limited time, you can enjoy the deliciously tangy, crispy Filet-O-Fish. Now get 2 for just $6. Only at McDonald's. Prices and participation may vary. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Experience the Flavors of Latin America event at Whole Foods Market with deals on vibrant ingredients and zesty creations store-wide. Save on no antibiotics ever meat like chicken thighs and marinated skirt steak, fresh avocados, plus street food-inspired items and more through March 25th.
Be ready for spring with Snap Fitness. You're going to be busy, so get your body ready. Snap Fitness has locations everywhere. It's open when it's convenient for you. Helpful staff and affordable. Motion equals emotion. So find your location at snapfitness.com.
At Shane Company, we've been engagement ring experts for almost 100 years. We have the largest selection of diamonds and gemstones in stock. You don't have to wait to compare them side by side. Find the one that speaks to you at shaneco.com or in store. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
KDWB FM, Richfield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, an iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the...
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your...
Windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying... just beautiful...
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
Good morning. We've got an accident on 169 southbound at 394 in the right lane. Traffic is jammed from Plymouth. Lafayette Freeway, slow northbound from the Lafayette Bridge up to 94. There's an accident 694 westbound at 252. 494 slow westbound from Nicolette to Penn. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Whole Foods Market.
Shop premium protein at Whole Foods Market. Get 20% off no antibiotics ever. Organic air-chilled bone-in chicken drumsticks, thighs, or whole legs with Prime through March 18th. Season and serve over rice for a hearty dinner. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
Now live on streaming video, KDWB's Dave Ryan Show is now on YouTube every morning starting at 7 a.m. Just search Dave Ryan TV.
Are we on right now? Are we on YouTube right now?
We live, baby.
Okay, because I need some input on the hair.
Oh, Lord.
Because I'm trying to figure out, it's probably my last chance in my life to grow my hair long. I was thinking probably shoulder length.
Oh, I didn't know that's what you were talking about.
Keith Urban hair. Look at Keith Urban hair. I was thinking about growing my hair long like Keith Urban.
Let me Google Keith.
That's shorter than shoulder length, though. You want to do longer than Keith Urban?
Keith Urban, probably a little bit.
See, Keith Urban has the same thing that I was roasting you for this morning.
What's that?
He's got a youthful haircut with an old face.
Why?
You can't do that.
Why?
You should get if we're gonna go that route, then you should get the broccoli hairstyle that all of the 14-year-old boys have, where it's
I know what you're talking. No, I know exactly what
and then really broccoli on top.
No, not that.
Why not?
No, I'm not going to. But I've always had for the last many years, I've had a faux hawk.
Yeah.
Where it's short on the sides and a little bit spiky on the top.
Yeah.
But then I've been growing it out, and somebody said the other day you should grow your hair out.
Yeah.
So while I need to get down to great clips, I didn't style my hair. I just kind of zhuzhed it a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get some opinion. So watch on YouTube and let us know whether you like this new hairstyle. Why are you scoffing?
Just because every time I look at it, I think you just look like Robin from Batman and Robin.
Nobody knows who that is.
Batman and Robin?
I don't know that reference, but Vaughn made the best analogy earlier of that. You look like you just kind of gave up.
You feel like you let go. It looks like you gave up this show. Susan left you finally.
I'm living in a van or a cheap apartment somewhere.
Not even.
Living with a friend.
Living in a van actually usually means you're rich now.
Yeah.
I moved in with Nate and Alyssa.
There you
guess,
go.
Guess what?
We already got somebody on the live that said, buzz it. It's so much easier.
Buzz it.
Oh,
I don't want to buzz it. I've got a generous amount of hair.
I can't imagine you with a buzz cut. Don't buzz your hair.
No,
A buzz cut's not a haircut anyway. That's when you give up.
Not.
You buzz your hair because you don't want to do anything with it.
It's kind of like old ladies. They get to the age of like 56 or whatever. They go, I'm done with my long hair. I'm gonna get one like your Aunt Ruth. And then all of a sudden, you're 55 years old. You start looking like your Aunt Ruth.
And you got a perm.
Not so much. Not so much anymore. There's a lot of like 65-year-old women who've got really great youthful hair.
Yeah.
I really thought that when I came in this morning, you all would say, I really like your hair that way.
Well, it's not just that. You not only look like you let yourself go because of your hair, but you're growing your beard out, so it really just looks like you lost all prospects.
I can trim it. I can trim it. I can shave it.
Somebody else, Catherine, who's always on our live stream. Shout out, Catherine. She said, "Sorry, Dave. No, not good."
Oh, well, I guess there's your answer.
I think you gotta zhuzh it a little bit more. Like,
I don't know what you mean by zhuzh it.
Zhuzh with your head. Yeah. Oh.
Mess it up a little bit.
I will say, for
Better?
the plot,
It's actually now it looks more like you have like a 5-year-old haircut.
your name is Tommy.
Yeah. Your name is Tommy and you walk around with your like stomach hanging out all the time. You're like, you guys want to play in the backyard?
I'm just a kid who's 4.
Okay. Well, fine then. Hey, another challenge. I want to see if you guys relate to this one. What do you want to get rid of? What are you trying to get rid of? We are trying to get rid of magic tricks. And I don't want to make this all about me, but I pulled a bunch of magic tricks. I put a bunch on eBay this weekend. I've still got way, way, way more to go. I just want to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to get rid of? So in your life, are you trying to get rid of anything? Jenny, are you trying to get rid of anything?
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of my original snowboard because I got a new one a few years ago and I haven't used my old one, and I got new boots and bindings. So I'm trying to get rid of that whole set, and I just can't get any buyers.
You almost got to kind of give it away, like $10
I'm not
or something.
giving it away. Yeah, right.
That's your
way
problem.
Too expensive.
Well, I know. What are you trying to get rid of? Bailey, Vaughn, you guys trying to get rid of anything?
I mean, I'm always trying to get rid of clothes, but I'm never going to get rid of my
You
clothes.
just donate them, right?
Yeah, I would donate them, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Not me, complete opposite. I just told Alyssa I'm trying to buy more sneakers because it's been about a month and a half since I got new sneakers. Eventually, though, I think I would like to get rid of some of the older pairs because as a sneaker hoarder, you just start buying things just to buy them. It's like, I don't ever wear these.
I get it. What are you trying to get rid of? We asked on Facebook, and you can also text in old broken patio furniture. Heidi, just leave it out of the curb and then have the trash guys come by and pick it up. Jessica, hockey skates and old Coach and Kate Spade purses. Just don't want them anymore.
Dang, those are nice.
Twyla says crafting stuff, like abandoned hobbies. Sometimes you just want to get rid of your abandoned hobby.
Yeah.
And Mindy Story says all the Girl Scout cookies my husband ordered. Here's one. All my Sizzix dies from scrapbooking. I don't know what that is.
Either, but it must be a...
but if you do, you do. Christy, my kids' stuffed animals. Trying to get rid of my kids' stuffed animals. I'm going to tell you one thing that they don't want you to donate is stuffed animals.
How come?
Because they don't want. They're dirty.
Oh,
they
true.
can't really wash them. They're so plentiful, and they just don't want you to donate stuffed animals. You talk about something that doesn't go in a garage sale. Brenda's trying to get rid of 50 years of my Snoopy collection. Collected Snoopy for 50 years. Just doesn't want to do it anymore.
Oh, no.
What are you trying to get rid of? Tyler says random Coca-Cola stuff I used to collect, trying to move on to collecting something else. And Stephanie says kid clothes and baby stuff. So everybody's trying to get rid of something.
A while ago, wasn't your wife Susan trying to get rid of some of your old radio tapes?
Oh, yeah. What happened to that?
Yeah, they're still in a box in the basement.
They're still
Well, that's
in a
good.
box.
You get to keep them.
Yeah.
You won
There's
that fight.
Hundreds of them,
Yeah,
though.
but Dave also doesn't really want them either because he doesn't know what to do with them.
I don't know what to do with them, but at the same time, I want to have something for posterity. So is it what it is, prosperity or posterity?
Yeah.
Posterity?
Posterity is,
okay.
yeah, like it's...
So like the grandkids can listen to them one day
Right.
and go, what's a radio?
What's going on?
It's a tape.
Yeah. I think you should keep, I mean, those at least, we already talked about this into the ground last time, but I think you should keep them because, hey, you never know. What if we end up using them on the show? Like now, like, hey, do you want to throw back?
There's a channel of nothing but old Dave Ryan show radio tapes.
That'd be fire.
All right. Let us know what it is you're trying to get rid of. Everybody's trying to get rid of something and using Facebook Marketplace and whatever. Let us know. Send me a text at KDWB 153921. It is St. Patrick's Day. We have a special treat annually. Bill the Bagpiper is coming in a couple of minutes to play songs on the bagpipes that you'll know. They're pop songs, but they're on the bagpipes, so they're a little bit tricky to recognize. But if you can recognize them, you can win Katy Perry tickets. We'll do that next on KDWB.
Hey, it's Fallon and Colt. You can join us this Monday for a live Love is Blind Q&A at 4 p.m.
Ooh, we have Monica, Virginia, and Dave answering your burning questions.
Make sure you listen live today at 4 to 101.3 KDWB.
Our iHeartRadio Music Awards are back live tonight on Fox.
Celebrating the music and artists you've loved listening to all year on iHeartRadio.
Performing live,
Bad Bunny,
Billie Eilish,
Glorilla,
Kenny Chesney,
Money Long,
Nelly,
and your host, LL Cool J.
Are you guys ready to have some fun tonight? Plus, iHeart Innovator Award recipient Lady Gaga,
iHeart Icon Award recipient Mariah Carey,
iHeart Breakthrough Award recipient Gracie Abrams.
And we're celebrating iHeartRadio's Tour of the Century Award, honoring Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, with an exclusive television performance from the opening night show of her historic Eras Tour.
It's all happening live on Fox.
From the Dolby Theater in Hollywood.
Tonight, starting at 8 p.m.
And listen right here on your radio and the free iHeartRadio app.
From the Custom One, MN.com Weather Center.
If you're celebrating St. Patty's Day today, it's going to be decently warm for March. Partly sunny with a high of 63. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 51.
This report is sponsored by Gens Ryan Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical.
Gen Z Ryan is next level. They monitor your AC remotely and fix problems before they happen.
You mean Gens Ryan? Been around since 1950?
No. Gen Z.
You mean the heating, cooling, and plumbing company, Gens Ryan?
No. Gen Z.
No, Gens Ryan. For all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs.
A 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, Valentine's Day, and a carpet. Now, the girls were over Valentine's Day weekend. They both blamed each other. I don't know who did it. But somehow a candy chocolate heart got mushed and melted into the carpet. Well, I saw it the next day, and I'm like, okay, I'll clean this up. So I ended up basically with a clean circle around a brown spot in the carpet. I couldn't get it out myself. Called Zero Res. Boom, done, taken care of. It's that time of the year anyway, spring cleaning. Beat the rush with big savings and priority booking by calling our heroes at Zero Res. This month, get 3 rooms Zero Resified from Minnesota's #1 carpet cleaner, starting at $129, and take $75 off your air duct cleaning as well. 952 Zero Res or online at ZeroResMinnesota.com. Make sure you say you want that KDWB special. All the great Google reviews with an average of 4.9 rating. Wow. 952 Zero Res. Spell it backward or forward. It spells the same.
KDWB-FM, Richfield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, an iHeart radio station. Make a
Mr. Ivan Glotsky of New Haven, Connecticut, explains why he uses Old Bond medicated powder.
There was a tingling, like a bad rash, like a prickly heat, and then the tingling turned into an oozing, and the tingling kind of turned into an oozing, which was kind of a mucousy blood, kind of a cracking with a dry flakiness all over it that came out of my sakakta thing, and that's when I tried the Old Bond.
And what happened as soon as you applied the Old Bond?
Well, it solidified into kind of a chunky mass. It was adhering to all the hair, and I was covered in pussy, mucousy masses of chunky, white, cheesy, like a cream, cheesy goop substance that was oozing from the cracks.
Mr. Glotsky, describe your symptoms after using the Old Bond for just 1 week.
There was an oozing with a pus with a white cakey substance that was kind of like a cottage cheese and would fill up with blood, and I would have to lance it and drain it, so I put on more powder. And then what would happen is it began to bubble and stink, and then the fakakta wound opened up and it had this mucus that would dump out of my pant leg in small puffs of white, chunky ooze that would hit the ground, and dust would fly up everywhere when I walked, and I looked like a small railroad engine.
Mr. Glotsky, would you recommend Old Bond to your friends?
Yes, I would. It was good, and I would recommend it for anything except for like a bloody ooze with a lot of pus, because that turned into like a boil, and I had to have it looked at, and it was ingrown, and they was plucking hairs, and it was a horrible-smelling thing, but I won't eat in that restaurant anymore. Besides, they don't know me anyway.
If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. H-O-L-L-I-S-T-E-R, yeah. H-O-L-L-I-S-T-E-R. There's a store, Dad, down at the mall, and you can smell it from way down the hall, 'cause they spray stuff on all their clothes down at Hollister. Oh, spend it, Hollister. Hollister, Hollister, down at Hollister. Hollister, Hollister. All their clothes are super cute, tees and tanks and camis too. Mom, can I please have a few bucks so I don't look like you? Employees all drink Caribou, either that or Jamba Juice. Take me, I'll be nice to you. All the gay guys shop there too. American Eagles over with, they're just so 2006. You can go but don't come in, 'cause you're so embarrassing. Me and my friends buy their clothes, then we grab our camera phones, strike an inappropriate pose, and put the pictures on MySpace. Hollister, 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 down at Hollister. Hollister, Hollister.
Oh my God, Allison, give me a break. We're on a beer budget, you got champagne taste. I'm taking you to Penny's and then over to Pomida. You ain't wearing clothes that show off your booty. If you want to go to college, then you better well acknowledge that we gotta save some money. So what's wrong with dressing funny? I don't want to make you mad, but Walmart really ain't that bad.
If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. Dad, can you give me $150?
What do you need $150 for?
I'm going to Hollister.
Hollister? They got great stuff down at Kmart. We're getting in the car. We're going to Kmart. Let's go.
Kmart? Just give me your wallet.
Visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
My name is Brendan Patrick Hughes, host of Divine Intervention. This is a story about radical nuns in combat boots and wild-haired priests trading blows with J. Edgar Hoover in a hell-bent effort to sabotage a war.
J. Edgar Hoover was furious. He was out of his mind, and he wanted to bring the Catholic left to its knees.
Listen to Divine Intervention on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Divine Intervention to start listening.
Hear the Dave Ryan Show on the radio, on the iHeartRadio app, and watch on YouTube. Dave Ryan TV from KDWB.
We're back, 1 hour commercial free on KDWB, St. Patrick's Day. Don't forget to wear your green today. Vaughn forgot to wear his green. I think everybody does. Don't you think it's kind of like one of those traditions we can all kind of agree on? It's like no matter your
wear green.
Whatever your politics or your backgrounds, like wear some green.
I'm even wearing green underwear. I went
Bailey's
all out.
all green. Pants, cardigan,
You really
shirt,
are, yeah.
And my shirt
earrings.
says, "This girl needs a beer." I thought it was pretty Irish. Yeah.
I love it. Welcome to the studio, Bill the Bagpipe player. Bill.
Good morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Kind of a tradition that Bill comes in. Bill is, let me describe Bill. First of all, he is in the kilts. You're in the kilts. You got the genuine kilts on and everything.
Absolutely.
You got the vest and the tie.
Waistcoat, yeah.
All
You
of
got
that.
the little socks with the little flaggy thingies on them, too.
Flashes. They're called flashes.
Oh, you're called
Flashes
flashes?
and hose, and our shoes are called ghillie brogues.
Ghillie brogues?
Yes, ghillie brogues.
What is your plan today? You're going out to get drunk at like O'Gara's, or what are you doing later today?
Well, we'll be at O'Gara's.
Yeah.
Yes. we'll be playing a lot. So
who's this we?
This we is the Minnesota Pipes and Drums, a band I'm currently with, and I've been with for over 20 years. So.
It's super cool to see these guys because usually you go to a parade, you see like the marching band come by, and here comes Osseo High School, or here comes like Edina High School, and they're doing high school drum stuff, and like band stuff. But you guys are with the snare drums and the bass and the bagpipes.
Snares and tenors too. We have a tenor drum as well. It's like a mid drum.
Are you in the parade today?
Yeah, we'll be doing the St. Patrick's Day parade at noon.
Nice. I was going to say, what time is that? Noon.
Yeah,
today?
it's at noon. Yep, and then after that, it's pretty much O'Gara's and all the Irish bars and anyone who wants us. Really,
you live for this day, don't you?
This is our Super Bowl. It absolutely is. We're celebrities. We're popular. I mean, it's the only time people want to hear bagpipes. Usually, no.
I would agree with that. I would agree.
I remember always going out for Lucky Palooza on the Saturday before St. Patrick's Day, and when the bagpipers came into the packed bar, everyone silenced so we could hear them.
Yes.
No matter how drunk you were.
It's great. It's fantastic.
Where do you go to practice? Because you talk about a way to piss off the neighbors. I mean, it's like you can't practice bagpipes within like 5 blocks of anybody else.
I play at home, and no one's ever complained. I've had people say they can hear it from the street, but yes, it carries. Yeah,
it is.
There's no hiding with bagpipes.
Well, let's get right to it. Let's play a song in the bagpipes.
Okay,
here.
great.
And are you going to play a pop song, and we're going to try to guess what it is?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll play a traditional Irish tune if you want.
Let's start with let's do a traditional Irish tune.
It's not that C'est La Vie song or whatever. Do you want a real jig instead?
Do a traditional Irish song, and then we'll get to the pop songs here in a minute. So if you want to watch Bill, he's on YouTube, Dave Ryan TV on YouTube right now. Very nice. Very nice. How long did it take you to learn to play the bagpipes?
I mean, it takes typically to get on the full pipes, you're looking at least a year to 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. I remember my son Chase, he loved the bagpipes, so he went to some like St. Patrick's Day festival, and he's like, Mom, I want to learn how to play the bagpipes. So Julie, who spoiled this kid to no end, went out and got him a bagpipe training set. Is there some sort of a trainer?
A little chanter. It looks like it's like this, but it's just when you blow into, so it looks a lot like a recorder. Oh. And that's how you learn your fingerings. And
I paid for that. I paid for that. That was my dime. So what we're gonna have Bill do is we're going to have you play a pop song. Yeah. And we're gonna all try to guess what the pop song is. Now this sounds like it should be easy.
Yeah.
It's challenging though. Okay. Whenever you're ready. This is a song that you may have heard on KDWB.
Yes, I think
Very likely. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
I know it.
I have no idea.
Is it Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley?
Yes, it is.
Oh, what in the world?
You got Rickrolled.
Oh, my God. I'm so proud of it. That's tough.
Very good.
That's challenging because it's kind of hidden in all the other racket that you're making with the melodies.
There's a lot of racket
in the racket,
yes.
Okay, so try another one.
Okay.
We're going to leave this one all to Vaught.
Oh, okay.
You have to guess this song.
It's hard because there's no rhythm.
I'll
There's
make
no
it
beat.
easy on 'em.
There's no beat. There's
That's
usually it's like, okay,
Yeah,
all right.
it's it's finding the rhythm in the pipes where you have an instrument that's constantly making sound. That's probably the hardest part.
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
Okay, here we go.
I have no clue what that was.
Oh gosh.
Can I ask, is it he can't hear me. Is it a newer song or an older song?
Is it a new song or an old song?
It is a newer song.
It's a newer song.
Yeah.
Bailey's all proud of herself. She thinks she knows it. What is it?
It's Old Town Road.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I heard that little point in there that sounded recognizable, but that's I couldn't
yes,
think of
Old
it.
Town
Can you
Road.
play a little bit more? So now that we know what it is, we can pick this out.
No,
Okay.
yeah, you got it.
Oh, God, that was tough.
Now, how old are the bagpipes, Bill? Whether we're Bill, our bagpiper friend, he's a total musician. He plays the ukulele. He does shows.
You'll see him all around St. Paul today.
All around
St. Paul, yeah.
So he's the handsome one.
Yeah.
And you're tall.
Very tall.
You're
Yeah.
like 6'4".
Yeah.
So tall and handsome. Are
Yes.
you available?
Am I available for piping gigs?
For piping
Absolutely,
gigs,
I am.
yeah.
No, I am married.
You are married.
But
Okay.
are you propositioning me?
Well,
Dave?
no. I was going to say.
You know,
you'll
you can get married.
You'll do really well with the Cougars, the drunken Cougars drinking green beer and Jameson this afternoon. So when they invented the bagpipes, were they trying to come up with something that was more annoying than the harmonica, or what were they trying to do?
No, some of the first instruments in the world were reeded instruments, which this is.
It is a
It
reeded
has a
instrument.
double reed, yep. And blowing into it, then the music stops. So they added a bag, so the music continues.
Huh.
And then they added a drone. So you have the one drone, and then as they develop over thousands of years, they've developed to this level where they have 3 drones, 2 bass, 1 bass and 2 tenors that balance against the chanter. So
sure it does.
Gosh, it seems like science to me.
Yep. And in Scotland, they use pipe. Every tradition has pipes. Every country has some form of bagpipe. But in Scotland, obviously, they used it to announce things and, get people's attention in the countryside. So it had to carry for miles.
You can hear it for a ways away?
Yes.
Yes,
absolutely.
That makes so much sense. That's so cool. My favorite part of all of these songs is that Bill has to whack this bag before he can get it started.
Yeah. I spent the weekend doing that.
All right, David.
What?
Not when Bill's in the studio.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
Awkward moment. Bill, let's do another song or two. Bill the Bagpiper here in the
great.
studio this morning,
All
playing
right.
pop songs on the bagpipes.
All
You
right.
can see it on YouTube.
Here is a very new one. So you should get this just fine.
Okay.
Because I'm so bad at this.
I don't have this one.
You don't?
I'm good at this game.
Okay. I'm stumped also.
I have
Nothing?
no clue.
No.
I kind of caught the rhythm a little more, but no.
No.
Bill?
This is, I think it's called Cappuccino by Sabrina Carpenter.
Cappuccino.
Espresso, thank you. Cappuccino.
Now, I'm
espresso.
familiar with espresso, but now that we know it,
Espresso,
play it again. Yeah,
I
because
only
it's a
know it
great
as the
song.
Domingo song from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Domingo.
There it is, yep.
Nice.
That is so cool.
I love
that is so cool.
cappuccino.
You love that.
Great song.
Yes.
Let's do one more, Bill, and
Okay.
then we'll talk about what you're going to be doing later on this afternoon and where to see and where to go and all the drinking and festivities.
Okay, great.
One more song from Bill the Bagpiper. Here we go. Pop
right.
song. Try to name this pop song.
All right, you know this one, so try to sing along.
Okay.
I know your audience knows it.
I think I had it at the end, and then I didn't grab
And then
it
you
fast
lost
enough.
it. It's difficult.
No,
Any
I
idea,
don't
Jenny?
know. No, I'm so bad.
I want to hear
This is
how
so hard for me.
there's snare drummers with him. Because it's phenomenal to catch that beat.
Oh, no, well, totally, yeah. Well, usually they do, like, they're not doing pop songs. What is that song?
That is Celebration by Kool and the Gang.
Yeah, all right, let's hear it again.
It's played by Ross.
Okay.
Played by Ross on Friends on he played on bagpipes. Yes.
Ross played that on Friends.
Yes, he did very
Someone
poorly.
literally texted in right now. I'm picturing Ross from Friends, but way better.
Thank you very much.
Do it again. Do it again if you will,
Celebration.
please, Bill. Celebration.
Now you got it.
It's so good.
See, you know, you can hear it. It is hard when it's a constant noise like that.
Yeah. I agree.
Nice job, Bill. Tell me
Thank
where
you.
you're going to be this afternoon and what's going on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, it's a big day. We're going to be out and about everywhere. It's going to be nice. We played this last Saturday. It was 30 degrees. It was freezing.
Yeah, not very nice.
No,
so
it
you'll
wasn't.
be in the parade.
We'll
you
be in the
said.
parade at noon. Yep, St. Patrick's
And then
Day
you guys
parade.
just kind of bop around to the bars or
Yep,
what?
we do. We do O'Gara's. We're going to do Tom Reed's over there.
Nice.
You know, I can't remember all of them. We'll be back over here on the West End around 7 tonight at the local.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right down the street
Right
over
down
here.
the street
You
over
got
here.
a
Yep.
full day ahead of us. And
Yes.
you came into our morning show
I
today.
know.
We love you, Bill.
I know. It's lucky I sit downstairs waiting for this all the time. So I didn't have very far to go.
Now,
good.
everybody in the bagpipe and drum corps is super attractive. But
Yeah.
if you see a guy who's 6'4", little salt and pepper, very attractive with glasses, go, "Hey, Bill! Hey, Bill! I heard you on the radio."
Bill, I heard you had to whack that back to get it started.
I
Bill,
would love to hear from them.
Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
Happy St.
Anytime.
Patrick's Day.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Bill.
you too.
Favorite day.
Let's get into Dave's Dirt on 101.3
The Dave
KDWB.
Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
Brought to you by 612 Injured, Heimer and Lammer's Injury Law. And you can find them online, 612 Injured. It is 7:33. Let's do the dirt. Chapel Roan got into a live TikTok battle with some random dude and couldn't get out.
One match, one.
How do we get him out of here? How do we get out of this? Do we have mods? Is someone a mod? Guys, is someone a mod? Can you guys get me out of this?
So there was somebody who was in this live TikTok, and she couldn't get out of it and couldn't dump the guy out of there.
Which is weird, but I guess if you don't know how to run TikTok, then it makes sense. I would be confused.
There is a story I was going to do for you. Hold on, let me find it for you. It's kind of interesting. There are songs that are the most used in movies and TV shows, and I've got the top 3 that are the most used songs in movies and TV shows at number 3.
At last, my love has come along.
It gets used in many, many TV shows and movies, but the number 2 song is this one.
Push it good. Push it real good.
And the number 1 song used in the most TV shows and movies is...
This is how we do it.
And the least used song, they did gauge what is the least used song in any TV or movies, and that is...
Party till I die with my chin up high. 4, 5.
You know that would blow up, though. If they put that in the new whatever movie.
Yeah.
Wicked.
They put it in Wicked 2, you know.
People always hating, but the more they hate, the more I work. Everybody say they're lit, but all they do is showing. In my street, like the slaves, so always kiss my feet. Stay out of my way, you. I can deal with your fake ass me.
Great lyrics. Love
So
that song.
good.
Okay.
So
Imagine
good.
they did put that in a Wicked, and now they're doing it as much as they're doing. Because you hear that everywhere now.
Yeah.
Should have taken off. Gene Hackman, his will left his estate to his wife, Betsy, but remember, she was the one who they figured out died first, and then without a caregiver, he died horribly sometime later. It's so awful and sad. So his kids from a previous marriage may be able to claim his estate since they are next in line. Kanye put his daughter North on a new song that also features Diddy and his son King Combs. Kim tried to get him to stop him from releasing the track, and he has vowed to go to war with her. Apparently, Diddy showed up in court the other day with a gray beard, and he is 55 years old.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like shocking to see Diddy with a gray beard. Freakier Friday, the trailer is out. Are you excited?
Yes.
Here's part of the trailer.
It's okay. It's me, Harp. It's Mom. Wait, what? If you're me and I'm you, then who is that? I'm Grandma, sweetheart.
My face looks like a Birkin bag that's been left out in the sun to rot.
So I don't fully understand it, but I think it's Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan are in it, but then Lindsay has a daughter now, and then there's one other girl that I don't fully understand, but all four switch bodies somehow.
Yeah.
So it's not
it's even
just
freakier.
Two. Yeah, so I think Lindsay goes into her daughter's body, Grandma goes into the really young girl, but I don't know who that one is.
Right. That was a little bit confusing. Obviously, I hope they clear that up in the actual movie, because I was trying to track the trailer and be like, who's who? What's going on? What's happening?
It's confusing.
Couldn't figure it out.
Speaking of movies, I watched one called Trap over the weekend on Netflix, and it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie, and I had kind of high hopes for it. And basically, it's about a murderer that they know is going to be at this pop concert, and so they're going to try to trap him inside the pop concert. And it's a good premise, but then it just kind of like collapses upon itself. So
there's another show. It just came out this weekend, and I thought about you, Dave. It's called Adolescence. It's on Netflix. It's about a 13-year-old who gets framed for murder. And so the whole show, I think it's just 4 episodes. They're trying to figure out, did he do it? And his family is trying to prove his innocence. But I thought of Dave because it was like one of those like tense, thrillery type shows.
I love tense and thrillery.
Yes.
I really do.
It's on Netflix. It's called Adolescence.
Jenny and I watched. I didn't watch the whole thing, so don't spoiler it for me.
You didn't? You're so weird. You literally watch like part of a show and then go to bed. You're so weird.
It was getting late. It was like 9:15, way past my bedtime. White Lotus. But we were all laughing about how when the guy with the bad hair, is his name Carl?
I don't remember.
He is in a bar hanging out with his old buddy, catching up, and their dialogue was some of the most clever, ridiculous, over-the-top dialogue I've ever seen.
It's just about his sexual exploration that led him to now be a Buddhist.
Yep.
And the sexual exploration, you think it's going in one direction, and then all of a sudden he found Buddhism, and then it keeps going, and it keeps going, and you're like, when does it stop?
It's so funny. Anyway, if you've seen it, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Can I read a text really quick?
Please.
I just turned on YouTube. Did Dave cut his own hair?
Okay. This is a thing, and we are exploring this because I'm trying to think about growing my hair out. So I usually spike it up and put product in my hair to make it stand up.
Yeah.
But I thought, I'm just going to like zhuzh it a little bit and zhuzh it. And so I came in this morning and I said, do you like my hair, Bailey? And Bailey, who is a very nice person and usually finds a positive thing to say, said, GTFO with that hair.
Essentially that, I did.
So you don't like the hair. Jenny doesn't like the hair. Vaughn doesn't like the hair. So I put a poll up on Dave, Ryan, KDWB on my Instagram story.
Yeah.
And I'll check the results here.
Yeah, so far I can't imagine it's in your favor with the hair that you came in with this morning, which I will say, though, that you did zhuzh it further and actually made it worse.
Yeah, it doesn't look great right now. While you're looking at that, I do want to give a big birthday shout out to Brianna from Andover. I met her at the Home and Garden Show, and she is 29 today. So
29?
Happy birthday, Brianna.
29?
That's from New Girl.
29?
29? Okay. Good to know. The hair poll is 86% old hair, 14% current hairstyle.
I told you what I think. You look like you just lost your way.
Lost your way.
And because you're growing your beard out, too. So
in a
forest.
Do you need to talk to somebody?
What do you mean?
Just,
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Do you want to talk to us about anything?
Not about you, not to you guys, no.
Why not? You tell us everything. Things that we don't want to know most of the time, honestly.
I will
Talk to
say,
us about your feelings.
I think for the plot, you should grow it out just to see how long and absurd this hair can get. I'm here for that.
Like in the one with Wilson. What's that? Castaway. Do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the guy from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Keanu Reeves.
I'm going to go for a Keanu Reeves kind of look. Because he's got kind of longish hair.
Yeah.
That kind of like parted in the middle.
Yeah, but Keanu Reeves is hot.
Well, I'm not. I'm not.
Cricket.
I'm not. Okay, awkward. Oh, so funny. All right, it's Katie. I remember one time Fallon, Jenny, and Tina were all standing here in the studio talking about how ugly the guys are that work in this building.
I don't remember that.
It's like, yeah, there's like one hot guy in the whole building. Everybody else is gross. And I'm like, I'm right here.
Yeah, we looked over and Dave had one single tear. And then we continued back on to our conversation.
We never did find out who the one hot guy is in the building, though. Certainly wasn't me. All right, that is The Dirt, brought to you by 612 Injured. It is 101.3 KDWB on YouTube, Dave Ryan TV. If you want to comment about the hair and, I don't know, you can maybe say something nice nobody else has. So Bailey had an interesting observation. So we were trading messages about like what we did over the weekend, and you were talking about how I think you were at a speech tournament.
Yeah.
And a woman who not so covertly took your picture, and then you saw her do it, and then you saw her text it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Because she's probably looking over and going, oh, there's Bailey from KDWB.
Well, I was so confused as to what exactly was happening because I was standing and talking to someone, and I feel like everyone in their life has taken like a secret picture of somebody, but you can't do it in a way that's secret because your phone is like sitting down near your waist and you tilt it up a little bit, and that's what she was doing when she took my picture. And I saw her doing it, and honestly, in the picture, I might be staring right at the phone because I saw her doing it. But then I didn't say anything to her because, like, what are you supposed to say to that? Yeah. And then, like, I saw her doing it, so I was like, well, I'm going to walk away from this situation. So I walked away and ended up going behind her, and I could see her texting it to someone. So in my head, I was like, okay, is she taking my picture because she likes my outfit? Or is she taking my picture to be like, hey, is this Bailey from something? Or look, here's Bailey from the radio. And it just felt so weird, and it made me feel weird all day. And I don't mind it at all, like, but I would have rather her say, hi, can I take your picture?
Yeah.
Because then it just made me feel icky all day. And like, we met so many great people at Dave & Buster's, and I like, because they're coming up to see us specifically. And even if I'm at PetSmart and somebody's like, hey, are you Bailey? I'll be like, yeah, I'm Bailey. Hi, it's nice to meet you. What's your name? And then, talk to them. But like the weird secret picture was so weird to me.
This is a new thing to you because you've only been in radio, not even full-time for a year in May.
Yeah.
Vaunt has been in radio full-time for a couple of years.
Going on 2 years, yeah.
But this is kind of a new thing, and I've been doing it for a really long time. So, if people come up to me, I'm always happy that they do. But once in a while, I'll see somebody like, I was at Benihana not too long ago, and the next table was like trying to take a picture of me.
Yeah.
And I get it because if I saw somebody, let's say I saw Ken Barlow. I'm out, but I see Ken Barlow somewhere. Well, I know Ken, so I'd go up to him.
Yeah.
Let's say that I saw, Amelia Santinello. I might be like, oh, look, that's Amelia Santinello.
Right, take a little picture.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested to hear like Vaunt's point of view as well. Because obviously, Dave, you've been doing it for 30 bajillion years. Yeah. And then Jenny, you've been doing it for a long, long time as well. And Vaunt, you like literally came out of college and like straight into radio. But I was just a normal person before this. I was just a regular. Yeah,
well,
I know,
but we're all normal people.
Well, yeah, we're all normal people. But like, I'm just saying, like, I was just a Joe Schmo before this. And at least like Dave, like you came again, like out of college into radio.
Yeah, the other day after Dave & Buster's, I went to a comedy show at Mall of America, and a woman at the end of the show came. I was waiting to meet the comedian, and a woman came up to me, and she like grabbed me, and she was like, and it took her a minute to say anything. And then I guess she was calling her husband like, it's Vaunt, oh my God, I love you. And funny enough, we had just shouted her out on the show on Friday, so whatever. But it catches me off guard a lot of the time, but I like it. You guys know that I'm an attention
whore. Yeah, we never complain about it. Yeah. It's super flattering for several reasons. I mean, who doesn't want to be like, feel important to somebody? We all love to feel important.
I like it because, not to get deep, but sometimes I feel like an outsider when it comes to the four of us, because if you don't know, I sit in a different room than you guys just because I have to do other stuff. Or Jenny and Bailey have known Dave for longer than I have known Dave. So sometimes I feel like, I'm on this side of the fence. So then when people do come up to me and say, oh, I love that Alyssa's here now for you, or I love that you, play Are You Invited to the Cookout game, that makes me feel good. So I love it when people come,
well, it's like recognition. And we have one of those jobs where, if you work at, 3M and you do a great job, you're not going to be out at Byerly's and somebody will come up and go, you know what? I just want to say I love those spreadsheets. You just do the best spreadsheets
ever.
But we have like a public job. So, and trust me, I'm so used to that whole thing.
Yeah.
But you guys are still getting used to it.
Yeah.
And it's weird, but not bad.
It's not bad weird. Like, I love meeting people randomly on the street. And I want people to come up to me because then I get like sometimes Instagram messages that say, oh, I saw you at this play, but I didn't want to come and say hi. I want people to come and say hi so we can talk about the play or something like that. But it was just the random photo of me was so strange to me. And I was just, I don't know why she took it.
Hatton, can I ask you a serious question? Would it have felt weirder if it was a guy that was taking it?
Oh, well, yeah.
It would have felt more intrusive.
Yeah, well, it felt intrusive regardless.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if it was a guy, he could be just like another person who's like, oh, my God, my wife and I listen to Bailey every morning. I can't wait to show her a picture.
Then I just want them to say something to me,
But this is what we've noticed, that people will come out to one of our events and they'll be so shy to walk up and say hi.
I get that.
Because they're just worried that I think they're worried we're going to be jerks. Like you're going to walk up and go, hi, Jenny, I listen to your show all the time. And Jenny will be like, oh, that's nice. But trust me,
gosh, never,
no.
Yeah.
So,
no, I haven't had that experience, like where somebody takes a picture of me. Like I said, it just catches me off guard because, not to boost our egos, but we connect to people in a way that we don't realize. I never realize every morning when we're sitting here talking on these mics that people love the stuff we're listening to, or they cry or they laugh. They connect to it in some way.
Yeah.
So I enjoy it when people come and they say like, you better turn right on red, Vaughn, because because I said the thing that I don't turn right on red. I love that little stuff because it lets me know that people care about us and the stuff that we're doing.
Well, I think it's the great thing about radio is it's such a connection.
Yeah.
And this is a time when a lot of people don't have a lot of friends or connections because you're busy on social media and people are so isolated and people don't want to go out. So a lot of the time people find their connection with, people on the radio.
Yeah.
And there's something about every one of us that maybe if you don't relate to me, then maybe you relate to Bailey. If you don't relate to Bailey, then maybe you relate to Jenny or to Vaughn. So anyway. You'll get used to it. And someday you'll work at a radio station where nobody cares who you are.
Yeah.
So, it's true. It's true. Someday you'll work I've worked at radio stations where nobody cared who you are. Because nobody listens. But fortunately, we work on a big monster of a radio station like KDWB.
Yeah, baby.
Thanks for all that. We appreciate that. It is 101.3 KDWB. We're going to play Think Fast. It's back. We're going to, Jenny's going to host, and who is going to go versus today?
Dave, it'll be you against Vaughn today.
Let's go.
Okay. This is a very basic, normal OG Think Fast, okay?
Yep.
Giving you the letter, giving you a topic, name it as quick as you can.
Cool.
Name something you play that starts with a P.
PlayStation.
Ooh, that was so close, but I think Dave beat you, Vaughn.
What did Vaughn say?
PlayStation.
Oh, good one.
Oh.
It tells you how mature and advanced I am over PlayStation over here because I came up with piano, which is art, and 15-year-old Vaughn over here comes up with PlayStation.
Can you play the piano?
Which is funny because, he probably plays the PlayStation much more than he'll ever come close to a piano in his life.
When have you ever played the piano?
Piano tiles at Dave & Buster's on Friday.
I can do Heart and Soul.
Okay.
Chopsticks.
Yeah.
And Peter Pumpkin Eater.
Right.
Ooh, Peter
Moving
Pumpkin Eater,
on.
my favorite song.
Dave's on the board. Give me a 5-letter word that starts with G.
Gosh darn. Oh,
No.
Glitch. No.
Nothing.
I
Sorry.
had great was an example.
Okay, great is a good
I'm
one.
sure there's
Yep.
a lot other. Give me an animal that starts with H.
Hippo.
Oh, Dave. Good job. Name a show that starts with G.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah,
Boom,
found.
boom, boom, boom.
On the
Golden
board.
Girls.
I would
that
have
would've been
taken
double.
it if you would have been quicker. It's called Think Fast. Okay. A country that ends with the letter D.
Madrid. Is that a country?
Yes.
It's a city.
No, it's a city.
It's a city in Spain.
It's a city.
Country that ends in a D.
Oh, there's so many, too.
Boy.
And that has land in it.
Greenland.
Switzerland, Thailand, Scotland.
Yep, you're right. Yep.
Okay. No point. Name a cocktail that starts with G. Oh, my
Gin and tonic.
gosh.
That
no.
wasn't fast at all.
You guys are going to need to step it up. I'm going to run out of options here. Dave has 2. Vaughn has 1.
This is bad.
An item you'd find in the frozen section in the grocery store that starts with C.
Corn.
Carrots.
Ooh, Vaughn got corn.
Yeah.
Good
It's
job.
the only vegetable I'll eat.
Something you might put on a deck that starts with G.
A deck?
Grapefruit.
Something you might have on a deck.
Grapefruits.
Great?
No. I was going to say a grill.
Grill. Oh,
the only thing on your deck.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to have to open up an old thing fast. I'm going to run out. Okay. Something you can get at a Holiday Station stores that starts with C.
Coke.
Yeah, you could get a Coke. Dave gets that one. You can also get a coffee plus 2 ring donuts. It's their bakery meal deal right now. Okay, Vaughn 2, Dave 3. Name a non-American dish that starts with a T.
Thai food.
Thai.
Yeah, I'll take
This
Thai
is terrible.
food.
We can't play Think Fast on a Monday. This is just too much pressure.
Okay, well, we used to play it all the time.
You're right.
Something some people have in their yards that starts with a P.
Piano.
What? Dave.
Some people do.
No.
Some
No.
Porch.
That was so
No,
slow,
I
Vaughn.
can't give it
She's
to
running
you.
out of options.
I am, but gosh.
I can bring up
I'm
an
gonna
old one.
start making this easier for you guys. Name something expensive that starts with an M.
Mercedes.
Yes.
Oh.
Dave has 5. Vaughn has 2. Name something beautiful that starts with an N.
Nancy. She's probably lovely.
She's
I'll
hot.
take it.
Yeah, Nancy is hot.
She's a babe.
Yes.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
A store at the Mall of America that starts with an H.
H&M.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dave. This could be
good.
game point for Dave. A country that's south of the equator that starts with P.
Peru.
Is Panama south of the
I
equator?
truly don't know.
Jenny's
What
a
did you
geographer.
say?
Look it up,
Peru.
Jenny. Look it up, Bailey.
You said Peru?
Yes.
I know Peru is for sure. I just don't know about Panama.
So just give it to Vaughn. Justice for Vaughn.
Oh, Panama is not south of the
I was gonna
equator.
say, I don't think it is.
Fair
So
enough.
Vaughn gets it.
Justice for Vaughn, baby.
Bond has 4. Dave has 6. It's still game point for Dave. And now we're moving on to the last round, which is no letter. So just name anything. Okay.
Okay.
Name a song that has a. Name a song that has a color in it.
Red wine. Red wine.
I just don't want to give it to you, but I feel like I'm nervous I'm going to run out. No, you're not getting it.
Okay.
Red wine would have worked, but you stumbled through that. Name something that is a sign of spring.
Flowers.
Yes.
Hey.
Wow, this is close now. 5 for Vaughn, 6 for Dave. Yes. Name something that you use on your computer.
Mouse.
Yes.
Wow. 6
yeah.
and 6.
Okay.
Whoa, game point.
Oh, okay. We've come a long way.
A piece of furniture that's in a living room.
Couch.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. Vaughn up and behind.
Nice.
That was
good
tricky.
Good job.
All right, I'll give you a birthday shout out to Tyler, who is turning 30 years old yesterday.
Can I read a text too?
Yeah, sure. We got tons of texts at KDWB1.
Yeah. Is Dave serious about his hair or is this a bit?
No, I'm serious. I really thought I didn't do my hair today like I normally do because it's getting too long. And I thought I'm going to grow it out. And I thought I would come in and I thought Bailey would go, "Oh, I like your hair." No, she immediately said, "It makes you look old." It's like it's a youthful hairstyle on a old person.
I think it's a mix of old and like you look like a 5-year-old who just didn't do their hair named Tommy. Like he just woke up this morning.
Wow.
Just leaves the house and goes to school.
So anyway, I put a poll. Thanks, Vaughn. I put a poll up, and you can also see it on Dave Ryan TV on YouTube, and then you can vote. But it's not going well.
It's really this one little like streak you have just going straight down your head right here. That's what looks funny.
Really? Okay.
There you go.
And see now you're fixing the zhuzh.
Okay.
Now it looks like it did this morning.
I'm going to go to Great Clips later. I'm going to get it taken care of. It's your Monday morning dance party on St. Patrick's Day on KDWB.
Amazing.
Monday morning dance party on KDWB. Thanks for the positive comments on that one. This has text says one of the best Monday morning dance parties in a while at KDWB 153921. Got to give a birthday shout out, 13-year-old Allie from your big sister. I think big brother, maybe big, but either way, happy birthday, Allie. It's KDWB on the Dave Ryan Show, still commercial free. We're going to give away tickets for Katy Perry right now.
Ooh.
When is her show? It's going to be coming
up
soon.
On May 13th at Target Center.
So not that far away.
Oh, it's coming up.
Until we die, you and I will be young forever.
We're going to play a little game for Katy Perry tickets called Am I Close? Now, the way it works is, remember back when you were in 6th or 7th grade, your teacher would ask you an essay question, and you would write and write and write, hoping that somewhere in the essay question, it would be something close enough that your teacher would give you credit for it. I'll demonstrate here. Jenny, give me a question, and I will demonstrate with Am I Close?
David, today I would like you to tell me, what is the Constitution and what does it do?
The Constitution is the backbone of our way of life here in America. It spells out many different points of things that we have the rights to and the rights to avoid, like freedom of oppression of religion, things like that. It's part of the Constitution. That is just one. Then there are amendments to the Constitution, like the First Amendment gives us free speech, which means we can say whatever we want on somebody's Instagram. They might not like it, but we have that freedom of speech. However, we have to remember, with freedom of speech comes consequences.
Right.
So freedom of speech is just part of the Constitution, which is the backbone of our country. Am I close?
Honestly, you pretty much are.
Okay, thank you.
You did a really good
That
job.
was really good.
Mine was going to be pretty generic. It just sets up the government, defines it, and protects basic rights. But you went real deep into Instagram and freedom of speech and all that. So I love that.
So that's the way the game works, is we give you a question. Jenny will give you a question, not that one. And you've got to go on and on for a little bit. And then you follow it up always with, am I close? And if you're close enough, then you get the tickets. But if you're not, do you want to try one on Bailey? Do you have any spares?
Yeah.
Okay, try one on Bailey and see how Bailey does.
Oh, gosh.
Bailey, what was the purpose of the Underground Railroad?
Okay. So the Underground Railroad was actually not a physical railroad, but instead a system throughout the southern states to help get people who were enslaved in the southern states, all of those African people, up to the northern states to experience freedom in the northern states. And it was like a secret, not a passageway, but a secret like line going through those states, led by one Harriet Tubman, to lead us to freedom. Am I close?
You did good.
Hey!
I give that to her.
Can I tell you, wrong.
Why?
No, when I was in 7th grade and I read about the Underground Railroad, I was like, damn, that's cool. It's underground.
Yeah,
wow.
that's what we all thought.
That's a long railroad. It's really all the way from Georgia to New York. It's underground. Wow.
I don't think
I really thought it was underground.
Explicitly told us it wasn't a train.
I don't think that they did either.
Right.
Like, we were all very confused. We thought it was like secret, like railways that you just like had access
underground,
to.
a subway.
Weird.
A subway for freedom.
Let's get on the phone here. Hi, Laura. Laura, can you hear me okay? Oh, well, let me try one more time. I pushed the right button. Hi, Laura. There you are.
Hello. I can hear you.
Okay, so Laura, remember when you were in 6th or 7th grade and your teacher, Miss Krabappel, would say, hey, explain to us what a lunar eclipse is? And you'd be like, oh, God, I don't know. So you'd start writing a bunch of BS, hoping you would. Do you remember those days?
Oh, absolutely.
So Jenny's going to give you a question. You're going to have to BS your way through it. And then at the end, make sure, very important, say, am I close? If you're close enough, Jenny is going to give you Katy Perry tickets. Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. I hope I do my 6th or 7th grade teacher right.
Let's go. Jenny, what's your question?
Okay, Laura, what does the nervous system do?
Well, the nervous system is responsible for our nerves, and it fires from our brain, and it controls things like our emotions, and it is responsible for, making us feel happy or sad. Am I close?
I mean, yeah, you are really close, so I would give it to her.
Would you?
Yeah,
That's an
because
easy one.
it
That's a
does-
gimme. Give
it
her a
involves
harder one. No,
okay.
I'm going to disqualify that question. It was
No,
too
she just
easy.
did all this
work.
Laura, you won the tickets, okay? Don't
Too
worry.
easy. Give her another question.
Okay. Laura, how does something become a law?
Oh, there's a good one. Good luck, Laura.
All right. So, it starts with an idea, and that person, has the idea, and then they go to the people, probably maybe the Congress, maybe the Senate, maybe the House, and they, pitch their idea. And
Keep guessing. Keep guessing. Maybe, do they go to the mayor? How about they go to the mayor?
I don't know. They go to some people, and they get other people on board, and then they go to the right people, and then, the law becomes, hopefully, passes.
That's the dumbest answer, Laura. I don't want to embarrass you in front of the class, but you may be excused and go stand in the corner.
God, you're the narc of the class right now.
I am
Let
the
her
narc of
have
the
it.
class.
She got House and Senate eventually. She said maybe before
She did
both
say
of them.
mayor. She said mayor.
But, however, she did get House and Senate in there, and I did want that to then get onto being voted by the president, but you did it. I would have given it to you for that one, too.
Where do you flip burgers at, Laura?
Yo.
How dare you?
Oh, she's embarrassed. She's even
she's
embarrassed to say
where she works because you're making fun of her.
Oh,
I'm
Laura.
embarrassed because I work in a school.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm embarrassed too. Laura, we love you.
But I do work in a school.
We're just giving you a hard time. What's your favorite broom when you're cleaning up the school?
Ha, ha, ha.
Laura, have fun at Katy Perry, and thanks for listening to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you. Love you, Laura. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye. All right. That was kind of fun. We remember those days when I would just write, and they'd be like, oh, all right, he's close enough.
Yep.
So we have a little update on something we talked about on Ladies' Room the other day that Bailey and Jenny wanted to bring up.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, the premise of Ladies' Room was the fact that it's getting warm out, so now we have to shave our legs more often, and how it's miserable, it takes a lot of time, and it's annoying. And then we learned via text some information that Bailey actually experimented with this weekend.
So I was explaining how I shave my legs, and people are like, "You're doing it all wrong, you dummy!" And they were bullying me over text. So I ended up taking those bullies' advice and trying it the way that they told me to do it, and it worked really great.
Can you tell me what the difference was?
So the way that I was doing it is that you have a razor and you have your leg that you haven't shaved in like a month, and you start like from the bottom, and then you like go up kind of like halfway, and then you have to rinse off your razor every single time. So you like go up, rinse off, etc. And they were like, "No, you're doing it wrong. You have to go up and then push down in the exact direction that you just came." So it's like driving down the street and then backing up down the street and driving up the street and backing down. And so I did that, and that's to push anything that like gunks up on the razor itself. It like pushes it out of the razor as it goes back down your leg. And it didn't take me like 5 minutes, because some people are like, I can do it in 5 minutes. It took me definitely like a third less time than it usually does. And I stand corrected. I don't like that I was bullied about it, but I stand corrected. I am annoyed that it took like 20 years of shaving my legs to learn about it. I did find one YouTube video that I can definitely share on the Dave Ryan Show page to show you exactly how I did it. I didn't make the video, but I followed it, because when you Google or when you YouTube how to shave your legs, everyone's doing it the same way that I was doing it, except for this one girl who's like, "This is how I do it," and that's how the people were explaining it. And I'm forever changed, Dave.
My question. I have a question.
Yeah,
question.
Dave. Yeah.
Who are you shaving your legs for anyway?
My dresses, you dink, for the public. Other than that, nobody.
Okay. You dink. You're a dink. Okay. Nice to know.
So anyway, go out and change your lives, you guys, if you're doing it the wrong way.
When you shave up, push back, it pushes all the hair and the gunk out of your razor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it keeps it clean, kind of, mostly.
Good to know.
Yeah.
See, you learned something.
Now you know.
Thanks for bullying Bailey. We're going to do a new subject on the show. Bullying Bailey.
And she takes it like a champion.
Right. We'll be back in a second on KDWB. Jenny's been on Reddit. You find anything good on Reddit?
Well, we were just talking about lady stuff, so I'm going to continue to say things that women say to each other that only women understand. So I think Bailey will understand a lot of these things, and we'll see, Dave, if you and Vaughn know what they are.
Okay, we'll do that in a second. Also, I got tickets for the Twin Cities Bridal Show. This is actually really cool. It's Unveiled by Minnesota Bride. It's coming up on Sunday. I got VIP tickets for you. We'll get those for you in a second. It's going to be at the Radisson Blu Fancy.
Ooh.
It's coming up on March 23rd, just in time for wedding season. So if you're planning a wedding, you want to do this, we'd love to get you in. You got to hang out to listen to win. Coming up next on KDWB.
Hey, it's Fallon and Colt. You can join us this Monday for a live Love is Blind Q&A at 4 p.m.
Ooh, we have Monica, Virginia, and Dave answering your burning questions.
Make sure you listen live today at 4 to 101.3 KDWB.
Our iHeartRadio Music Awards are back live tonight on Fox.
Celebrating the music and artists you've loved listening to all year on iHeartRadio.
Performing live,
Bad Bunny,
Billie Eilish,
Glorilla,
Kenny Chesney,
Money Long,
Nelly,
and your host, LL Cool J.
You guys ready to have some fun tonight? Plus, iHeart Innovator Award recipient Lady Gaga,
iHeart Icon Award recipient Mariah Carey,
iHeart Breakthrough Award recipient Gracie Abrams.
And we're celebrating iHeartRadio's Tour of the Century Award, honoring Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, with an exclusive television performance from the opening night show of her historic Eras Tour.
It's all happening live on Fox.
From the Dolby Theater in Hollywood.
Tonight, starting at 8 p.m.
And listen right here on your radio and the free iHeartRadio app.
From the Custom One, MN.com Weather Center.
A lovely St. Patty's Day ahead of us. It's going to be partly sunny with a high of 62 today. Tomorrow cooling down a bit. Partly sunny, a high of 51.
This report is sponsored by Batteries Plus. Prepare for winter storms with Batteries Plus. Find trusted, dependable, fully charged batteries and more, ensuring you're ready for harsher weather. They offer free battery testing and expert installation to keep you powered through the season. Batteries Plus is here to help you stay safe and ready. Come visit a local store near you.
Okay, little pop quiz. You ready? Who has set the standard in weight loss, giving you real results that last? The answer is Livia Weight Control Centers. Hey, it's Dave Ryan. They got the personalized support, the registered dietitians and medical experts, from GLP-1s to Lipo B12. They've got the solutions for fast, easy success. They're 15 years old and now offering you 8 weeks free on their award-winning nutrition program. Act fast because these offers won't last. 855-GO-LIVIA.
Spring's calling and Burlington's answering. I go there to refresh everything in my closet and home. No guilt either, because at Burlington, I'm getting deals on brands I love, new fashions, hot trends, and decor my guests will fuss over. Oh, and Easter. Burlington has excellent savings up to 60% off other retailers' prices every day. The deals are in the air at Burlington. You better be there too. Burlington. Deals, brands, wow. Styles and selections may vary.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
So, influencer life going well?
Oh, yeah. I'm up to 32 followers.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever because we engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go. But wait, tap dancing? You don't tap dance.
Hey, what I lack in skill, I make up with passion.
Do more of what you love and love how fast you do it with Xfinity Internet and mobile. And now through April 21st, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and one unlimited mobile line together for $25 a month for 1 year and save $1,000 in your first year over Verizon and AT&T. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Savings compared to Verizon 5G Internet plus one unlimited welcome line and AT&T Internet 300 plus one unlimited starter SL line. Xfinity Internet required. Actual speeds vary. Reduced speeds after 30 gigabits of usage per line. Data thresholds and actual savings vary.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803.
800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Deciding on the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University was the best choice I've ever made. From the moment I stepped on campus, I felt welcomed and supported. I joined clubs that fueled my passions, participated in service projects that made a real impact, and found mentors who truly cared about my growth. Now, as I prepare to graduate with the job offer in hand, I look back at the amazing experiences and connections that have shaped who I am today. Plan your future and schedule a visit at csbsju.edu. That's csbsju.edu.
A well-run business relies on solid partnerships. From employees to vendors, good partners make all the difference. Work with the bank that partners with you to provide all the services you need in one place, and will guide you through financial decisions based on your unique goals. Work with Bremer Bank, because understanding is everything. Put us to work for you today at bremer.com.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating.
Keep celebrating when you bundle and save with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Mike and Mia had California Closets design their dream media room. What was a bare wall is now floor-to-ceiling functionality. Backlit shelves display Mia's books. Illuminated cabinets show off Mike's pickleball trophies. And though they have surround sound, a turntable, and game console, there's not a wire in sight. California Closets makes space for what belongs. We did it for Mike and Mia, and we can do it for you. Schedule your free design consultation now at 800-CAL-CLOSETS or CaliforniaClosets.com.
Rocket is giving every home one address. Rocket.com, a single, seamless home ownership platform to help you find, buy, sell, finance, even refinance your home. Everything you need all under one roof. Visit Rocket.com today. Rocket, own the dream.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
We have delays on 94 westbound Johnson Parkway to Highway 52, westbound Cedar to Hennepin Lindale, 94 eastbound slow Plymouth to Hennepin Lindale, and eastbound at 35W, an accident on the left. 494 heavy eastbound from 169 to 100, westbound slow Cedar to France. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Fireside Hearth and Home.
Planning your next home project? There's no better time to add the warmth of a fireplace than during the home show sale at Fireside Hearth and Home. Save up to $1,000 on fireplaces, inserts, and stoves. But hurry, this offer ends March 22nd. Don't miss out. Visit fireside.com or your local showroom today.
We know you're loving the new preset feature on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Oh, yeah, it's my favorite new thing.
But did you know you can make almost anything a preset? Your favorite local station, sure. But your favorite podcast? That amazing playlist you made for free? Even iHeart stations you can't get on the radio, like Pop Top 20, iHeart Pop Hits, and Pop Rocks.
That's a game changer.
Whatever you choose, it's as easy as tap to make a preset. Find out what everyone's talking about and get the new and improved free iHeartRadio app today. iHeartRadio. Watch the Dave Ryan Show on YouTube. Just search Dave Ryan TV. Live on YouTube and the iHeartRadio app. It's 101.3 KDWB.
Uh-oh. Jenny's been on Reddit.
I'm going to talk about things that women say that only women would understand.
Okay.
So, first off, sorry, I just took off my bra. What do you think that means, Dave?
I think it means sorry, comma, I just took off my bra.
Oh, I know this one.
I mean, it's like, okay, sorry, the girls are out. I just took off my bra.
I think it's deeper than that. When you say that, it's like, I'm not going anywhere. Don't ask me to go back out the house.
Oh, that could be, yeah. Sorry, just took off my bra. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with Vaughn, yeah.
Vaughn is accurate.
Yeah.
That is exactly what it means.
Yeah.
Okay. Vaughn, how about this one? Can you check me?
Oh, when it's that time of the month and you think that there might have been a spillage?
Oh, God, no. I think it
Okay.
means, like, can you do, like, does my hair look okay? In my teeth, I got anything in my teeth? I got boogers in my eyes?
Bailey?
It's Vaughn's.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Like,
Are you
especially
serious?
if you're wearing like white pants and then you're like, oh gosh, I feel something coming. Can you check me?
I grew up with 4 sisters And a shameless mother. And I never knew that, not even once.
That's so funny.
Wow.
I grew up with, I always had like a female best friend. And like, it was to the point where it was so platonic, I would have females ask me, like, can you check me?
Yeah.
I grew up hearing that, yes.
Exactly.
Mind blown. Never in my life. Wow.
Okay. How about this one, Dave? Can't believe I shaved my legs for this.
That means bad lovin'. So she shaved her legs, got bad lovin' that didn't last very long. And she's like, can't believe I shaved my legs for this.
Bailey?
Well, or you go out on a date and you don't get any lovin'. So then you're like, well, I shaved my legs for nothing.
Oh, is that
So
what
you're
it is?
both correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would actually go more so with Dave's answer, but I don't know. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I can do that one. I'm sorry. It feels like I gave birth to a jellyfish. There's no way either of you are going to get this one.
Never heard that one.
No, never.
It has to do with lady time and when a certain thing happens.
Floodgates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep it a little. So little Jimmy in the back seat's like, what? Okay, good. We'll move on to the next one. Yeah.
Okay, what does it mean when you just say girl?
Girl.
What does it mean?
Girl.
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
Girl.
I got it.
Yeah.
It means you got tea. You got drama for days.
Oh, good. I'm going with Vaughn. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bailey?
It's either like you got tea or you're like, girl, check yourself before you wreck yourself, truly.
It really can mean so many different things, but I think when you're like, girl, it does more so mean, yes, you have tea.
Girl, did you see Dave's hair? Oh, he looks like he's sleeping on the side of the street.
Okay, I feel like this one's a pretty obvious one, but it's, are we dressing cute or ugly tonight?
Is that
I
a
love
thing?
that, yes.
So these are things that girls say to each other.
Yeah.
We don't know what they mean. Girl, are we dressing cute or ugly tonight?
Yeah.
Casual or formal, I guess.
Kind of.
Not really. It's really like more of like, do we want to impress anyone tonight or do we really not care?
Are we just hanging out with the girls? Because then let's not dress up.
Yeah.
And also, there's nothing worse than showing up to like hang out with all your friends out in public and they all look really cute and you look like a schlub.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I hate that. And
It
that's
is.
always me who looks like the schlub. And I'm like, I didn't know we were dressing cute today.
Exactly.
What the heck?
It's always better. It's in my book. Take a shower, show up on time, and don't steal anything. It's always better to be overdressed than underdressed.
Right. I'm just saying, like, if I showed up in jeans and like a nice shirt, but my friends are wearing like a dress, that's a different look.
And a lot of times it'll be like, if you're just hanging out with the girls, and it's like, well, are we like dressing up tonight? Or are we just being cozy?
Yeah.
That's like another situation. Because a lot of times if you're just hanging out with girls, you're not like dressing fancy for that. This is another thing that girls say to other women. It has pockets, which is obvious
Best
what that
thing
means.
ever, yeah.
But it's like someone will compliment your outfit, and then you add on, oh yeah, and it has pockets.
You'll say either, thanks, it has pockets, or thanks, I got it on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Always a
another one.
great win.
And these other things are just, it's not something that you can really guess. It really is just, it makes sense. It's like you have an emergency hair tie at all times. You always have a hair tie somewhere that you could throw your hair up in.
Alyssa asked me if she could keep like 2 in my car this weekend.
Smart.
Like, I guess.
Smart lady.
Sure.
You also have a car chapstick, a purse chapstick, a side table chapstick, a bathroom chapstick.
Yes.
You have all of them. They're in all different locations. Not one that like transports to each one. There's literally one in each location. But yeah, those are things women say to other women that a lot of times only women understand.
I like it.
I'm proud of myself.
You did well.
Right, actually.
Really
I'm
good.
very out of touch. Thank God
Nice
that I
work.
have the two of yous, the two utes.
The two of yous?
The two utes.
Why I order.
The first game I ever won in the show, and it was about things that women do.
You're in touch with your feminine side. I like that. Bailey went to church yesterday.
I did.
And you and your mama are now in the church choir.
Yes, we're in the church choir, and I joined it specifically because they said that this spring they were going to do a lot of show tunes, and I love a show tune.
What kind of church you go to?
We go to a pretty like
Our
progressive.
Lady of Phantom of the Opera.
Kinda, yeah. It's a very hippy dippy kind of church. If you are interested in going to my church, you can send me a message on Instagram and I'll tell you. But I'm not going to just announce it in case people weird show up. So no, we joined the church choir and it's really fun. And I get to see my mom 6 times a month now, which is great because I used to see her, I don't know, occasionally. But yeah,
so
sing.
we said we'll bring in some clips. Can we hear you and your mom in the choir?
Yep. This clip is us from yesterday. During church, we sang a song called "Make Them Hear You" from the musical Ragtime. Yeah.
What would God say about singing musical songs in his house.
He would say, so let it be written, so let it be done. There's harmony there, Dave.
So is choir like I remember choir when I was a kid and would go to church? It's all elderly people. Is it mostly old people in the choir?
I would say, I mean, just in general, most
Nothing
of my
wrong with
church
that.
is elderly people. But I'm probably one of the youngest ones. We do have a boy who's, I think, in high school in the choir, and anyone can be in the choir. Like, you don't have to audition.
You don't have to try out.
No, you just show up.
You don't have to know how to sing either.
I feel like that's how much church choirs are, aren't
Yeah.
they?
You
I was
just
going to
kinda
say,
show up.
pretty sure my mom was always, oh no, she rang bells.
We have a bell choir,
Yeah.
too.
So you got somebody who's really bad at singing, you put them in the bell choir?
I think my mom actually has a decent voice, but she just loved to do the bells.
Your mom's got that motion down with the bell ringing. I
David,
know that.
She's listening right now.
Well,
How
Cindy,
dare
I want
you.
to tell you, thanks for the bell ringing motion. Really
Gosh.
appreciate that. Okay. Thank you, Bailey. That is super cool. Love that.
Do you are you proud of what you just did?
Absolutely,
We went from
yeah.
a beautiful church choir
Yep.
to
Yep.
you saying my mom.
I'm an alto, Dave. How dare you?
Oh, sorry.
Despicable.
Okay. Coming up,
We got tickets to give away.
Oh, we do. You're right about that. I've got tickets to give away for the bridal show. Now, I'm going to make this really simple. If you want to go, I want you to call in and win the tickets because this is really cool. It's going to be at the Radisson Blu. It is called Unveiled by Minnesota Bride. It's going to be Sunday, March 23rd at the Radisson Blu. It's one down by Mall of America. If you're getting married or your sister or your kid's getting married or whatever and you want to go, it's all fun. I go to these things once in a while because they'll have me come down and like give away prizes or whatever. It's always so funny to see like a woman dragging her groom to these events and he's walking in. He's like, oh, God. And then pretty soon he's like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool too. So show him around, pick out some things for your wedding. Call me if you want to get a pair of free VIP tickets, and we will get you set up. But that's all. Don't call if you don't want them because that's what you're going to win. So you can't trade them for something else. 651-989-KDWB. All about beer. Myths about beer that you thought were true. Since we're all drinking green beer on St. Patrick's Day, we'll cover that next on You Can't Make This Stuff Up.
For more information about contests on this station, go to kdwb.com/rules.
From the Custom One, MN.com Weather Center.
If you're celebrating St. Patty's Day today, it's going to be decently warm for March. Partly sunny with a high of 63. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 51.
This report is sponsored by Wise Decision.
Hey, if you're looking for wisdom teeth removal, Dr. Kirby Johnson and Wise Decision is the place I trust.
We're really experienced. I've taken out over 100,000 teeth in my career, so I've seen everything. I got to train at the Mayo Clinic.
And with a pediatric anesthesiologist on staff, you're insured the safest wisdom teeth removal. Set up that free consultation at wisedecision.com.
A 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, Valentine's Day, and a carpet. Now, the girls were over Valentine's Day weekend. They both blamed each other. I don't know who did it. But somehow a candy chocolate heart got mushed and melted into the carpet. Well, I saw it the next day, and I'm like, okay, I'll clean this up. So I ended up basically with a clean circle around a brown spot in the carpet. I couldn't get it out myself. Called Zero Res. Boom, done, taken care of. It's that time of the year anyway, spring cleaning. Beat the rush with big savings and priority booking by calling our heroes at Zero Res. This month, get 3 rooms Zero Resified from Minnesota's #1 carpet cleaner starting. Take your time, just in your own words. Tell me why you're on War of the Roses.
We both have an Apple Watch, right? Their relationship is too close at this point, and I think he's using. One girl decides to sit on Adam's lap in the pool.
She came home, and I noticed scratches on her back.
I'll admit I was wrong. What else can I say, girl? Can't you play my head and not my
I checked his phone. Sometimes you kind of get the urges to.
I was drunk, I was gone. That don't make it right, but promise there were no feelings involved.
He has this like blue, nice peacoat, but he comes home, and I've been noticing these like long women's hairs stuck to it.
So she strips down, and while she's walking into the bathroom, I see something stuck to her. So I pull it off. I'm like, what the hell is this?
How long has this been going on?
You're f***ing Robert, I know it.
So Well, my boyfriend was caught with second-degree burns from chocolate syrup that he was using to pleasure himself with.
We are rekindling our relationship.
Basically asked him out right in front of me. Yeah, like, we have to go out sometime.
My ex-boyfriend, he needed a place to live. You know, he can live in my snowmobile trailer.
It's my fault, but you gotta believe me when I say it only happened once.
What? I mean, this is crazy. Can we just have, like, a conversation like real people? Are you schooling her?
You know what? Can you be a little bit more insecure? You know, this is
She said, save your apologies, baby. I just gotta know how long has this been going?
It's been a long time coming, and I'm sorry.
You're a piece of work. You know, you're a piece of work. Because what?
I'm a piece of work.
Believe that this is an ex-girlfriend. Just delete that.
You've been acting so shady. I've been feeling it lately.
You go all hang out with your slut brigade every...
Whoa, the slut brigade.
Okay, so then you're admitting it now. You're admitting it. Like, I caught you before and you were lying, and now you're admitting it.
And you're sending her roses instead of me?
She said, boy, tell me honestly, was it real or just for show?
She lied and said that her birth control didn't work, so she was already pregnant. So then they had sex without any protection. That's how she got
Ooh,
pregnant.
that's a dirty trick.
So she tricked him.
I'm sorry, is there any truth to this?
How long has this been going on? You've been creeping around on me.
Your husband put us up to this. Maybe you owe him an explanation.
Yep.
Trick a woman into saying things?
But we trick men too, to be fair.
We
We're
trick
equal
men most of the
opportunity.
time.
Listen, I had to have sex. Like, listen, I had to save my job.
I've heard guys squirm on War of the Roses before. You are not even able to complete a full sentence.
You know, I even my psychic had told me that we were soulmates and that, you know, we would have a family. And I just know that this is the right guy.
Okay, well, you realize that sounds pretty psycho.
I've been feeling it lately, baby.
To France. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest Total Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mr. Rooter. At Mr. Rooter Plumbing, March is Sump Pump Awareness Month, where you will receive a free water alarm with any paid plumbing or drain service. Find the Twin Cities plumbing experts at MrRooter.com. That's MrRooter.com.
101.3 KDWB.
You can't make this stuff up. 2, 3, 4.
It is St. Patrick's Day. It's St. Patrick's Day in St. Paul starts at noon. I want to say it goes down West 7th Street and, of course, out at O'Gara's. Bill the Bagpiper, and they're going to be over at the local later on tonight. So all kinds of things to do for St. Patrick's Day. Is anybody going to do anything on St. Patrick's Day?
I mean, I'm going out with some of my friends, but not specifically for St. Patrick's Day.
I'm going to go get a Shamrock Shake. Because I didn't wear green today. You guys are bullying me because you guys are wearing green and I'm not.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go do my due diligence, get a Shamrock Shake.
Smart.
Good Lord.
I'm going to play pickleball and my paddle's green.
Oh, really? Okay, nice. Let's talk about green beer. A lot of beer is going to be consumed today, and let's talk about some beer myths. Beer before liquor, never been sicker. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. You heard that one before?
Yeah. No. That's a myth?
It's a myth. The order
What?
doesn't
No,
matter.
it's not.
It is. No, it's a myth. It is how much you're drinking that factors into how sick you're going to be. So whether you drink it on an empty stomach and how much you're drinking. So beer before liquor, never been sicker. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
I literally go through that little poem every time I drink alcohol.
I'm just a reporter. I didn't write this. You will have to figure it out yourself. Darker beers are healthier. Okay. Although they are higher in antioxidants, they also contain more of the chemicals that can cause a really bad hangover.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
Drinking too much beer can cause a beer belly. Beer does not add fat specifically to your belly.
What does?
Overeating.
Oh,
Okay. Overeating. Drinking light beer is healthier. Well, is that a myth? Yes, it has fewer calories and less filling, but it might cause you to want to drink more of it because it is less filling. Bottled beer is better than cans. Wrong. Cans provide better airtight seal and keep the light out.
Oh. I would not have thought that at all.
I didn't know that either. Well, granted, tap is better anyway.
Tap is always better.
Always better.
Drinking out of a frosty mug, much, much, much better.
Sounds so good.
Okay, well, here's a on the other side of that coin.
Okay.
Draft is always better than bottled. Not necessarily just because it's draft doesn't mean it's as fresh as what's in the bottle. Beer is best served cold. Well, you do too cold, it'll dampen the taste. Just to let you know. What about green beer? Green beer, is it dangerous for us to drink because it's got artificial colors in there?
Oh, good question.
If you're drinking alcohol and you're worried about the artificial colors, that is where your line of thinking is a little bit skewed because alcohol is way worse for you than any dye in your green beer. What does alcohol do to your body? What is it? I mean, besides get you drunk and stupid?
Yeah.
What does it do? Does it mess up your liver, your heart,
messes
your
up
lungs,
your liver.
kidneys?
Your liver
if you overdrink,
it
obviously.
depletes your dopamine.
Yeah. And it makes your tummy hot sometimes. Dave, what's your favorite beer? Do you have one?
I don't really have. I guess probably Laughing Lab off the top of my head.
What kind of beer is it?
It's just a regular beer.
What does that mean? Like a Pilsner?
Like a pale ale?
Or like a lager?
I don't know what a lager and it's a beer. It's a Laughing Lab beer.
What the
Look
heck
it
is
up.
a Laughing
Is that
Lab
famous?
beer?
Why you great? Why?
I'm here trying to make conversation.
I've drank a lot of beer in my life, and I've never heard of that before.
Oh, it's a Scottish ale. I looked it up.
Okay.
It does have a dog on it.
It's got a dog on it. I love
kinda
dogs.
Cute. Jenny, do you like beer?
I do. I just don't really drink it much anymore because it makes my tummy hurt.
Makes your tummy hurt?
I get way too bloated. You drink like one or two beers, and you're like, oh. That's how I feel.
Vaughn, do you like beer?
No, I didn't. I've never had a beer until I moved here because that's all Midwesterns drink. It's an acquired taste, but sours are more my vibe because I like sweet drinks.
Those are good. Sours are good.
Okay. You would like a Hefeweizen, Vaughn? We can drink. Let's
What'd
go
you just
get
say to
beer
me?
sometime. We should go on a brewery tour with Vaughn.
Anyway, Dave, anything else? And then you can't make the stuff up?
Yeah. I've got, there's a couple of things going on. March 17th is the deadline for ice house removal in the northern third of the state. So if your ice house is still out there, get it off the ice. Also, the 2025 iHeartRadio Music Awards are tonight, 8 o'clock on Fox, hosted by LL Cool J. But we got to talk about one particular scene during White Lotus from last night. Don't worry, no spoilers. Well, we'll cover that coming up in a second. And also, a dead celebrity is not dead. I'll tell you who.
Dave's 20-something original bangs from 13 original colonies. He courted 'em, kissed 'em, and now we'll name 'em one by one, including some he impregnated. There was Christy, April, Kathy, and Candy. She burned down a daycare. Joan and Cricket, yes, her name is Cricket. Debbie and another Debbie. Julie, yes, that Julie, but there was also another Julie. Kim and Kelly, another Kathy, was a hooker in Vegas. Linda, Mary, Vicky had a mohawk. Melanie, Melissa, Stephanie, Nancy sold ashtrays at state fairs. Tammy cheated on him with an Air Force cadet and a woman. Vanessa smelled bad, and we can't forget Patty.
Things that I've got.
We are doing brackets. It's the month of brackets. We did best fast food. That was Culver's. And then last week we did embarrassing things to buy. Adult toys was the most embarrassing thing to buy. Beat out everything from enemas to Plan B to condoms, things like that. So this one is a fun one. What's your favorite store at the mall? I would say probably, GameStop didn't make it on there. Spencer's is on there, so I'm going to probably say Spencer. But then again, let's go over the brackets and see what is up against what.
Yeah, sure. So first, and actually, let's look at updates because people started voting this morning. Okay, Lids versus Build-A-Bear. I feel like people don't go to Build-A-Bear anymore. It's not as big a thing.
You do on a special occasion. You're probably right. But I think it's like everybody's gone to Build-A-Bear, but you only really take your kid there once, maybe twice. But it's a really cool store.
Yeah.
It's winning right now against Lids.
Well,
I can see that, yeah.
Lids isn't as fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Sephora versus Sunglass Hut. I don't think it's any surprise Sephora's blowing out Sunglass Hut.
Oh, really?
I love Sephora.
Okay, is that makeup?
Yeah.
It is makeup. Okay, gotcha.
Then we got the Disney Store versus Spencer's. This one's a little closer. 57%. Leading the way is Bailey's favorite Disney Store.
Whoa.
That's what I voted
for. Disney Store's cool, but Spencer's always holds a little bit of mystique. Like when I would go in there when I was 8 years old or 10 years old at the Citadel Mall in Colorado Springs, I always thought I shouldn't really be in here because there were posters of girls in bikinis in the back.
That's true.
Black lights in the back with the fiber optic little lamps and like lava lamps
and things.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it always smelled a little bit like incense. And you always kind of felt like some old person's going to come up to you and go, "You're too young to be in here." And to this day, that vibe is still kind of there.
Yeah, but meanwhile, the Disney store, they'll have a little parade going. They'll hand out little masks. You'll do a parade around the Disney store, and then you'll get to walk out with your favorite plush Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
So you can't beat that.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
Then we got the Apple Store versus Abercrombie. This one's even closer. 53% of people say the Apple Store.
Apple Store, yep. I like that
Wow,
one.
I can't believe that one's close.
We got Lush, which is it's fresh handmade cosmetics, but they also have like bath bombs and stuff.
Yeah, soap.
Versus Lululemon, which is what? Like women's leggings and stuff like that?
It's athleisure wear.
Athleisure.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I didn't know that word. Lululemon's leading the way. And then last, is this last? No, not yet. Victoria's Secret versus Forever 21. Victoria's Secret's paving the way, 78%.
Yeah, Forever 21's gone downhill.
Is it
over the
really?
years.
Can I tell you
Yeah.
something?
Okay.
Breaking news as of 15 minutes ago, Forever 21's going to close all their U.S. stores.
What?
Oh my God.
What? Are you serious?
Forever 21 set to shut down its U.S.
All of
operations
them.
as it files for bankruptcy.
Wow. That's the
Wow.
only place I
Okay.
used to get my clothes when I was truly like 22 years old.
Right. They need to have a Forever 35 now.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
Two more. We got Bath & Body Works versus Journeys, and Bath & Body Works is smoking Journeys. Journeys, you go in there for like Vans or for like Uggs.
I was going to say, it's clothing and shoes, right?
Mainly
Yeah,
just
mostly shoes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Or like backpacks, JanSport backpacks they have there. And last but not least, Hot Topic versus Claire's.
What about
leading the way.
Zoomies? Zoomies didn't make it in there?
No, we didn't get Zoomies.
Is Zoomies still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zoomies is another emo store, right?
Not
It's
it's like a
kind of.
skater
They have
store.
skate
Yes.
stuff in there. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But
Okay.
Claire's is beating Hot Topic.
Okay. Very
Justice for
cool.
Hot Topic.
Go vote on the brackets on Dave Ryan Dave Ryan show on Instagram. Let's do the dirt on 101.3 KDWB. We got a lot of dirt to cover. Let's get started.
And now the stories that TMZ and People Magazine won't touch. Dave's Dirt on KDWB.
So Jim Morrison was the lead singer of The Doors. And he died of a drug overdose probably about 1970 or so. But did he? There's a new documentary out that's asking, is Jim Morrison still alive? This is probably just total BS, but I guess they found out that his Social Security number is still active and receiving money or something like that. And apparently they tracked down this guy who's old, and he would probably be in his 80s by now. And he is a janitor in, like, I don't know, somewhere in New York, like Syracuse, New York. So it just sounds like a bunch of crap, but maybe it's true. Starbucks was ordered to pay $50 million to a delivery driver burned by a hot beverage. Here's the story.
Starbucks says if our hands are off the drink, then no matter what happens, we're not responsible. It's a reasonable verdict. It's justified. This injury changed Michael's life. It was gross negligence. No amount of money is ever going to make up for what happened to him. I mean, this is a 25-year-old man whose whole life has been changed, but he's grateful.
So basically, he's a delivery driver, picks up the Starbucks, and then that's like a hot tea spills on his lap, skin grafts, couple of skin grafts, and then apparently burned the personal areas of this guy and has affected his life forever. $50 million. So in the court of Bailey Hess, who is responsible? Because you can't be responsible for a product forever after it leaves your store. But at the same time, you gave him a product that can be dangerous.
Right.
Judge Bailey?
I would say that the person who gave the product is at fault.
Really?
Yeah. Because if it's kind of like if you give me a crocodile and the crocodile bites me, then why did you give me a crocodile that was hostile?
Because I signed up to be a delivery driver.
Why did you accept a crocodile, and why didn't you keep the crocodile in the crocodile box?
It's my job. It's my
But
job
isn't
to accept it.
Wouldn't you say it's the same for like recalls on cars? Like all of a sudden there's something wrong with a car and your car gets recalled. I feel like it's the same with like a Starbucks cup. Honestly, their hot coffee cups are not good. They're always leaking all the time.
You're right. You know what the problem is? In this particular case, the clerk barista did not put the lid on properly.
So then that's their fault.
Oh, yeah. In that scenario, yeah. But I thought I thought you were trying to blame him just because the thing was hot.
Can I ask you another question? Everybody has seen the video of the athlete beating the kid over the head with a baton.
Yeah, while they're running.
The relay race. You guys don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
How did you miss this?
I don't, because I guess that's not my.
I think I heard about it.
Okay, so let me set it up for you. So it's a high school relay race, and I don't know the context of where they were, but it's high school level. And there's a girl, and she's on the inside lane, and she's got the runner's baton in her right hand.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I thought they were made out of rubber, but apparently they're made of metal. I had no idea. So a girl passes her on the outside, on her right side, and the girl lifts her arm up and bashes her over the back of the head.
My God.
A couple
Oh,
times.
I'm watching it right now.
A couple of steps later, the girl that got bashed in the head falls down, drops her baton, and falls down into the infield. The other girl keeps running, doesn't stop to go, oh my God, I'm sorry. So the girl that did the bashing said that she got cut off, she stumbled, she lost her balance, and in trying to regain her balance, brought her hand way back and came down accidentally on her head. Now, if you watch the video, that's really, really, really difficult to believe.
Yeah. Well,
Because-
she does pass her. So, I mean, it does seem like, okay, what excuse can I come up with that is going to be plausible?
These are
Okay.
high schoolers, too.
High school.
Yeah.
And so the girl that did the bashing said it was a total accident. I can't believe that you would accuse me of this. It absolutely was an accident. And they even had a rally in support of the girl who did the striking with a baton. And her parents are absolutely claiming it was an accident. People who run track have looked at this and said, I've run track a million times. Never once was I in a position to bring my hand all the way back and smack somebody on the head. The only thing that I see in favor is that she doesn't go for strike number 2. If you watch after she hits her in the head, she's kind of holding her right arm back like, whoops, that was a mistake. I don't want to hit her again.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I can see. But to hit somebody with that kind of force, to give her a concussion, yes, she did get a concussion, seems to me like, yeah, you deliberately did that. But she won't apologize because she doesn't think she did anything wrong.
Can I play this audio that I found from the girl that got hit?
Yeah, sure.
It's her and her mom talking.
I just felt a bang on my head, and then I fell off the track immediately.
The whole Coliseum pretty much gasped. I just jumped up out of the bleachers immediately and ran to her on the main floor. To see that they kept running and she not stop and check on my daughter, that was the part where I was like, it couldn't have been an accident.
After a couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit. But I know my intentions, and I would never hit somebody on purpose. Everybody has feelings. So you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right? They're going off of one angle.
I don't know. I've watched 2 angles because I think that's really all that I've found. And it's not like it's been a weekend poring over this. But to me, one of the big keys that she did it on purpose. She didn't apologize. She never apologized.
Yeah.
And what do you think? If you have a different opinion, it's just kind of an interesting thing that we've all, because it's a couple of high school kids. And do high school kids lie? Yes. Do injuries happen in sports? Yes. But it's just an interesting thing to look at.
Right.
And I feel bad for the girl who got whacked on the head.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like how in the clip, because the second voice in that clip was the girl that did the bashing, how she's like, nobody's asking my point of view, or like, if I'm okay, am I mental?
You're fine.
The girl got a concussion and a possible skull fracture.
Moving on, Freakier Friday. The trailer is out.
It's okay. It's me, Harp. It's Mom. Wait, what? If you're me and I'm you, then who is that? I'm Grandma, sweetheart.
My face looks like a Birkin bag that's been left out in the sun to rot.
It happens. When is that movie out? Anybody know?
Okay,
August.
I don't know.
August.
Is it in August? Okay, gotcha. Watched a movie called Trap over the weekend with Josh Hartnett, and it was bad. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie, and the premise was good, but not big recommendation on that one. However, Jenny and I have been watching White Lotus season number 5. Is it 5 or 4?
No, it's only 3.
Is it only 3?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Really?
Because it's an HBO show, so it takes like 3 years for a season to come out.
Okay. And we're not going to make any spoilers. Don't worry about that one. But there's a scene in last night's episode, because they come out on Sundays, where Greg is at the bar and he's catching up with an old friend.
Not Greg. Greg's the bald one.
You're right. Yes. Is it Carl?
I think it's Mike.
Okay,
I
it doesn't
don't know.
matter.
It doesn't matter
The
either.
guy with the weird hair, he's catching up with his old friend. And his friend is just going on and on about his sexual exploits. And it's like, the guy listening is just like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. Fun fact, the guy that plays Greg is Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite without a wig on.
Yeah.
Go look.
I have to look at the two together.
Somebody texted that in earlier, and I was like, no way. And sure enough, that is Uncle Rico's face with a bald head. Also, 22 years later.
The guy you're talking about that you keep calling Greg, his name's Rick.
Rick?
On the show.
Who's
Yes.
Carl then? Is Carl the rich guy?
It's my middle name.
I don't know that there's a Carl.
I think there is a Carl. Anyway, it's a great show. Text messages about the relay race and smacking the girl over the head.
Yeah.
Somebody said, parents out there raising kids with no accountability. Another one says, you can clearly see her pulling her arm back to swing. The motion is different than when she was running. I think it was on purpose, but she is claiming it's an accident because now she's in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. She could be actually arrested for assault and charged with assault.
Right. Why wouldn't it occur to her, like, okay, now she's in trouble. Like, oh, I got caught. Well, you were in an arena full of people. So, of course, you're going to get caught. Why would you do it?
Good question.
So weird.
Another text message, Rowan says, no way it was an accident. She smashed that girl on the head to win. So she passed her on the outside lane, and then she didn't like it, so she hit her on the head. Or did she? Discuss. That is The Dirt on KDWB, brought to you by 612 Injured, Heimer and Lammer's Injury Law. We'll be back with the mixtape game on KDWB. Stay here. We'll give you a scenario, and you got to give us the best song to be playing in the background on the mixtape game. It's next on KDWB. Hey, little pop quiz. You ready? Who has set the standard in weight loss, giving you real results that last? The answer is Livia Weight Control.